Most people have dreams and definitely know how to walk around their dreams to realize it. In the course of trying to realize your dream and becoming the man that you desire to become, one day you wake up and a doctor tells you you have 3 years to see, after which you will become blind. Wow. In a situation like that, what do you do? But it will interest you to know that in the deepest deep of darkness, that is where the most reflective mind works. Today, we have come all the way from Abuja to Nasarawa. In this compound is the next billionaire loading. You know why? You want to know? Come with me. It's against all odds, and my name is Doshima Pius Ikiravi.
This is against all odds.
It is not spirits that make the phones we use, no. And it's not about color either. It's about the brain. The brain can be black, the brain can be white, and some of them live amongst us. Let's learn to appreciate our own. The people that have actually slept through the night, dreaming of making things happen, and seeing these things happen, it's a wow. Today we've come to visit Mr. John, and Mr. John has been on this matter. But the interesting thing is, how did this journey start? And at what point did he dream of giving you a mobile phone to make some calls? John Msutela was born on the 21st of April 1978 in Kwandi local government area of Benue State to the family of Stephen and Comfort Kwaka Lan. He attended St. Anne's Primary School in Adigbo for his primary school. John had his secondary education at King's Comprehensive College, KCC, Boko, and later proceeded to NIIT, an Information Communication Technology Training School, where he studied Java programming language, Visual Machine, and HTML. He acquired an International Certificate of Java, SE8 Programmer Certification, and Java SEA Programmer 2. He graduated in 2009. After graduation, he worked for PHC Partners International Airport Lagos as an ICT manager, where he performed excellently and resigned in 2011 due to ill health. When he was diagnosed with advanced glaucoma in 2008, and over 7 ophthalmologists predicted loss of his sight completely, and it happened as predicted. This devastated John and shut down his world. With nothing else to live for, he went into drinking, smoking. He attempted suicide several times. But as it is said, the sincere truth and advice is the one you give to yourself.
I wasn't born blind, but I became blind in adulthood. Now, glaucoma is a reason for why I became blind. Glaucoma is a topic in another day, not here, but it's a disease of the eye that can lead to blindness. And that is how I became blind for glaucoma. Why in the hospital? Going to the hospital. Young people, I see young people getting blind. I see older people getting blind for the same sickness. It wasn't easy for me to conquer the whole challenge. For anybody to come and tell you that your eyes will go blind the next 3 years, it's something that will give a lot of distractions. So doctors told me, this glaucoma you have, you will go blind the next 3 years. 14 doctors said so. It worries me. It disturbs me. I was so confused. I was in the state of, I don't know really what I should do. I felt like terminating, taking my life. I was drinking. I was smoking. Everything about me was so disorganized. I said, look at one day, I said, is it me that will go blind? Is it me that will go blind? In my prime, I was good at my profession, what I did, what I do, I was good at it. I lost everything, lost relationship, lost money, lost health. Many things are lost. But I say to myself, I won't chicken out. I will do the best to become what the whole world will look at me. So one day I slept and wake up. I say I'll take an evaluation of those who have become blind and make success out of it.
In his quest for self-discovery and restoration, John took statistics of persons with disabilities who excelled and are still excelling in the different fields of endeavor. People like Helen Keller, Steve Wonder. Consoling himself with their stories, he believed he could open a new chapter and rewrite a fresh tale about himself with a determined spirit to conquer his fears.
What can my kids be different? So I said, okay, I will take the background of that ICT that I had and see how to create something that the whole world would look like. And that is what gave birth to a brand, a device called Chelsea Mobile. I imagined it. I said, how can this function? I did the idea research. I brought in the functions. I said, okay, I need someone who can confide in. Then I have my bosom friend here, Tang Odokwe, who is a good graphic designer who also knows much about software. We came together and we designed the software. I gave him the instruction. Look, this is how I want the phone to look like. We did functions and we brought our first phone called K7. Here's K7. I have the design. I went to the embassy of China and I told the ambassador, I need a factory that will produce this particular phone I've designed and also have the functions I've imagined. He said, how? I said, then I showed him the designs. I showed him the functions, how I wanted it to look like. He said, it's okay. Send it to my email. I sent it to his email. He now contacted 12 factories. Then I gave him the specifications, gave him the designs, and the phone is now produced. That's the first device. I brought A20 to Nigeria and launched it on Jumia, launched 6 on Jumia. The following day, Jumia kept, all that. And Jumia kept calling me that this product, it's movable, it can sell, it's something that can sell, so we should enlist more. Then I haven't even registered the company. So I find a way of registering the company, which I did. Chelsea Mobile is a registered company in Nigeria. We have secured a trademark. We have a global audience, and a lot of people are calling for this device. The front camera was 8 megapixel. The back camera was 16 megapixel. The battery was 3000 mAh then. The Android version of this one was 7. The processor was octa-core. I can go on and mention the quality. The memory inside the RAM was 2 gig RAM, and the ROM was 16 gig ROM. It's good. It was a good phone. It has good quality, and that is the first device that we made. Chelsea Mobile, and the model is K7. Oh, this is a Mate 40 Pro. It's Chelsea Mobile is our product. Okay. Chelsea Mobile Mate 40 Pro. This one has it all. The ROM is 512 gigabyte. It's a house on its own. It has a lot of space for you to even store videos inside. Those that like to convert devices to video. So the RAM is 12 gig RAM. The front camera is 24 megapixel. The back camera is 32 megapixel. The processor is MTK. The Android version is 10. The battery is 6,000 mAh. Long life in battery. It has attractive features. So we have done this, we have designed it, we have brought it.
As a new smartphone in partnership with a factory in China, John is determined to have his name written on the sands of time as a solution to his community and the world at large, and not another liability. Where did the name Chelsea come from, and how much does the phone go for?
Lovely. Well, the name Chelsea first is my first daughter's name. It's an inspiration from my first daughter. My daughter is Chelsea. She's not here with me. She's in Benin. She's schooling at Uniben, but unfortunately, I was on strike. So she's in Lagos right now with the mom. So her name is Chelsea. I give her the name Chelsea. So I felt it's an inspiration to commercialize the name, to make the name go public. So that's why I brought the spirit. I put on Chelsea. Luckily for me, I was able to even secure the trademark. Price is not as much as you think. This one is a high version of the phone. So it goes for only 65,000. 65. Close to $100.
Mobile Mate is not John's first phone design. His first phone was developed in 2018. The talented 44-year-old with no university education is set to take over the world of technology. With a brain burning with ideas and creativity, John has ideas, contacts, but needs sponsors, partners to hit the market real big with his innovation. It's very difficult for people to believe that Nigerians can actually do anything right. And then, there's, whether we like it or not, there's a lot of discrimination in our world. And they will be like, the man, even blind man, how if he even know how to arrange the thing and all that? So what has been the trust so far, and then the market too?
I tried to launch a campaign on Instagram about this whole product. I just hashtag say yes to Chelsea Mobile. There's so many opinions to this. Some with the mentality that, is this the Chelsea Football Club of England? Some with the mentality that had come about this product. Well, the bottom line is it's a good product and the market is huge. We have 80% visiting our website. I have 40% from US. I have 20% Germany, people visiting to know what's the level of this device like. This is made in Nigeria. We call it made home, made at home. And it's genuine, it's clean, it's good. The market, I don't know how to talk about the market, but there's a positive. If I have launched this phone on Jumia, the following day I have 6 orders, and Jumia kept calling me. We need these images. Jumia were making money on just people viewing the images that I haven't brought again, because we're looking for money. We need more money to bring in more units. Jumia was looking for, keep telling us, bring this thing, bring this device. We need it on their platform. So that's to tell you how the market looks like. This is a 5G enabled phone. Nigeria as a country has not deployed 5G. This phone is a 5G enabled phone. That means we're ahead. We're ahead of some of the technologies deployed in Nigeria here.
His friends revealed that 7 units of the device have already been sold on Pan-African Technology Company, with more units being requested for.
We met some years ago when a friend of mine actually recommended me for him when he wanted to set up the foundation. So I came in as a developer to help them build the website where they could start promoting most of the activities when they started giving out aids to people who are blind, going out for outreach and the rest. You understand? So that was how I met him. And when I met him, it was like I get to know like he's blind, and I was kind of curious like you have this idea about setting up something like this and you cannot see, how are you coping? That was my concern. And after our interaction, I get to know that this was a vision that he wanted to, pursue when he discovered that this was a challenge for him. And to me personally, I felt like, wow, this is interesting, you understand? And I would support you in any way I can, you understand? That was how we started working. So once in a while, he'll come up with an idea, this is what I want, this is what I want, how can we do it? We'll put our heads together and go through the whole process and get it done. If we had to visit some places, we'll go there together. And working with him, honestly, have been fun because throughout the process, personally, I've learned a lot from him, from his experience as when he shared how he started, how everything started because he wasn't born blind. I was like, wow, so that means you were actually seen just like a regular human being before all this thing actually started. You understand? So that was how we started and we began to work together.
This is Chelsea Mobile, made by a Nigerian. Yes, made by someone who is blind. In the state of his blindness, he did not give up. Definitely, he had some challenges. He passed through it all, attempted suicide. But in the deepest part of darkness, he was able to conceive this idea to bring up a phone for me and for you, made in Nigerian products. Patronize made in Nigerian products. And there's something about persons with disabilities that will interest you to know that when they set their mind to do a thing, they do it and they do it in totality. They do it without leaving any stone unturned. They do it to the best of their ability so that when you hold it, even you will nod and agree that this is beautiful. I'm not patronizing anybody, but it's the truth. Don't go away. We will be back shortly.
This is Against All Odds.
Marriage is not as easy as people think it is. But against all odds, John is currently married to Evelyn and are blessed with kids. It is when you face some certain challenges that you know the people that love you for real. Okay, so you'd like to talk to us about your relationship? How did the first one happen and then the second one happen?
I was a very young, cute-looking guy. And you should know that, you will know that a lot of young ladies also come after people like us, especially when we would make things happen. So I was...
The ladies will come around you. It's not you that will come around them.
So I got involved in a relationship. I don't know, at any time, we wanted to go and do the right things, fulfill the right things as regards marriage. Something else will happen, we just come up. Even when the lady that was in a relationship with have a child for me, my first child. That's Chelsea. When I got into the whole problem, she was at first instance, she was with me. We lived together. And we were going to the hospitals. But when it got to her when it became very clear to her that this young man will no longer see in the space of 3 years. Not too many ladies have the capacity to absorb such things. At the time, I didn't even blame her. She doesn't have the capacity to manage situations of this nature. And then she blew up. That's why she absconded. She left me. When I needed her most, she left. The marriage that we were always planning to go and do, everything is gone. I said, okay, maybe Bible says all things work together for good. So I I was so confused. In fact, that was even, at the time that was what even increased the whole problem or burden on me. How can a woman that claims she loves me so much will leave me just because of this situation? That is the essence I have to relocate from Lagos, because I didn't want to go and stay in the village because I'm not a village man. So I needed to be close so that I would stir up those things that I believe that I could also make happen. So that's how I came close. I live in Abuja. I live close to Abuja. So that's gone. She has gone. She has gone to go marry another wife. At the process, the house, the estate I was living, while I was doing my charity, the great things that I could do, this lady out there was watching me, was liking me as I was liking her too. In fact, I don't even. The only thing I knew, my wife is as black as I am. No, I perceive. Why I overcame the whole process and started the charity and the estate where I was living, she also was living there with the auntie. So a lot of people will come to me, and we were just mixing. We were just meeting and we were talking at the literal level. One day, I like her because she's so honorable. She's so humble. One day, her two nieces came to my flat and asked me, "Uncle John, would you like to marry Auntie Kengi?" That's my wife's name, like Kengi. Would you? I said, why not? If she accepts me, why wouldn't I marry her? That is it too. The next thing, they didn't even tell her. They just went to tell her that Uncle John says she likes you. That's how the whole process started. They came back to me. These are 14-year, 13-year-old children. Though. Can you imagine? They came to me again and I said, Uncle John, Auntie King says she likes you too. I said, yeah, I don't see why. I took my phone and called her. I said, I am not going to be talking all this loving thing. I'm going straight to the point. Would you marry me? And she also said yes. That was it. Really? Today we are married, happily married together. She's having my first son. She has a first son to me, and she's also heavy for another one, we're expecting it soon.
Focused and determined, John conquered blindness as he sees perfectly with the eyes of his heart.
There's something I really want to commend him for. He hates procrastination. And if we want to go to somewhere together, and probably I see it might not be too good for today, I said, can we push it for tomorrow? He said, no, he has already programmed today, that he has to do it today. If he wants something done a particular day, he gets it done that day. And I picked that from him. He hates procrastination. And one other thing, his blindness doesn't slow him down in any way. In fact, he makes jokes about it. And he even said there's a particular dance he dances. He said he calls it the blind man dance. So he makes fun about the whole situation, and that keeps him going. And he gives a lot of us around him a lot of inspiration that someone that is this challenged can do all this. Man, what about us that doesn't have any challenge? He inspires us a great deal. And being with him, being around him, working with him is quite inspiring. And I wish to be there all the way with him.
Presently, he doubles as chief executive of John Lang Eye Foundation and Chelsea Mobile, where he is making a positive impact in the lives of those who, in the course of life's surging, encountered darkness. He has become a pillar of hope to many. For John, the journey is just starting.
There's so much appreciation, even to those who have purchased some of the units, to those who are willing to support us, who are willing to be part of what we're doing. I've seen the appreciation all over the world. I've seen people who are willing to be part of us. So it's worth doing it, and we will not stop until we conquer.
There is nothing impossible under the sun that cannot be achieved. There is nothing you set your mind to do that you cannot do. It doesn't matter your state. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how it is. What matters is what comes out of that mind and the thoughts that God has given to all of us. The program is Against All Odds on the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA. It brings hope and inspiration to your doorstep. My name is Toshima Pius Ikiravi. Let's do this again next week, same time, same station. Keep moving. Don't stop.
Thank you.
Audio Jungle.